Hi, I'm Tina Ann Middleton, author of the Forestville series. I would like to welcome you today to the writing journey. Today we'll talk about reviews and the part that they play in our craft of writing. We'll be right back. Reviews can be an important part of the writing journey. After all, we want to know how readers enjoyed our books, right? Today we're going to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly of reviews. I like to start with the good. Reviews can help your potential readers know if they want to buy your book. A lot of people, when they're scanning through, they see a book that's interesting. They may go to it, read the reviews, see what other people think. That helps them decide if they want to try it out. The reviews can help you grow as you learn your craft. Good reviews will show you what you're doing right, what you want to keep doing. Critical reviews can show you where you might need to change. Maybe you need to study up on a certain area of writing. Notice I didn't call them bad reviews. That's because I think if it helps you, if it's an honest review that says, I liked this, but I didn't like that for this reason, that's not a bad review. That's helping you know what you need to learn, what you might need to change. Good reviews are very encouraging. At least they are for me. If I go in there and somebody says, I loved this book, kept me in suspense the whole time, then that encourages me that I'm headed in the right direction. And yeah, that makes me really want to keep writing. Now let's look at the bad of reviews. Ratings. Amazon will allow readers to leave a rating without leaving a review. The problem with that is that it does not show what that reader liked or didn't like about your book. All you see is this number of stars. That doesn't really tell you much of anything. It also does not show potential readers what was liked or not liked. And so they may look at that and say, yeah, skip that. Let me look for something else. So to me, that's kind of one of the bad things about ratings. Also, when you get very few or no reviews, that can give the impression that nobody's buying and reading the book. Now, I don't know about you, but even that's pretty discouraging for me. If I look at my book and I only see a very few reviews, I'm thinking, well, doesn't anybody want to tell me what they liked about my book? Notice I didn't mention about them telling me what they didn't like. It can hurt sales, like I said. If people look at that, they don't see that there are reviews for them to look at and to see what other people liked about the book, kind of get some idea what the book is about. They may skip it. They move on to something that has more ratings. Reviews. Now we're going to talk about the ugly of reviews. One word comes to mind: trolls. These are people who have nothing better to do with their time than to go in and leave bad reviews about things that most of which they probably don't even know what they're talking about. They probably did not read your book at all. They just want to leave a bad review. Either it amuses them, or they had a bad day and they're going to take it out on you and on me by leaving a bad review. And a lot of times this has nothing to do with the quality of the story. It doesn't matter if your story was fabulous or horrible. They still want to leave a bad review. I'm going to give you an example of one that I got. And I'm going to read it to you, what this person said. These religious books need to come with a warning. If I wanted a book full of religion, I would look specifically for one. I got to 9% on my Kindle, and there must have been 10 religious references. That is way too many. So I will delete this book and lose the money I spent on it. Not very Christian of the author. I have no problem with authors who are religious zealots, but I want the freedom to reject their book at no cost. That's what my troll said. Now, there are any number of things that this person could have checked to see what kind of book this was. They could have read my reviews. I had already gotten a few reviews by then. They could have looked at my author page, which tells the kind of books that I write. They could have looked at the first chapter of the book, which would also show what kind of book this was. This tells us that, again, this person really didn't care about the quality of the book. I don't even think they really cared what the book was about. They just wanted to write something negative. My thing that I would want to say about that is, when you find one that's like that, that's not even a real review. Don't let that get you down. In fact, you can report things like that to Amazon. Oh yeah, I want to go back to something that this troll said. They said something about losing the money on the book. If they had asked Amazon, Amazon would have given them a refund on the book. So as you can see, it's a lot of things they didn't check. I don't think they really cared about that. It was just to leave a bad review. Don't let those get you down. That's not a real review. So we've looked at the good, and that's helping you to learn your craft, helping you to get the encouragement that you need, helping with sales. When you get reviews, that helps with sales. In fact, I've heard even bad reviews can help you get sales, as long as you're getting some reviews. So you could say that reviews have a good side and a dark side. The good is encouraging, helping you to learn. The dark is the discouragement and the trolls. I think I'm going to try to avoid the dark side and just focus on that encouragement and helping me to grow. How would you like to join me? You have a great week.